Welcome inside the Children's Arena as we get set for Arena Lacrosse League action. It's the Paris Riverwolves in town to take on the Whitby Steelhawks. Paris is fourth in the East with a 2-2 record. The Steelhawks, same record, sitting right behind them in the standings. And the Riverwolves with the ball off the faceoff. Brown. He gets checked back the other way. Come the Steelhawks. It's going to be Quinn Highland. He'll head off to the bench, leaves the ball for Devin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer unloads a shot. That goes off into the crowd. Riverwolves with the ball back. Equal records for these two teams, so another great battle set to ensue at the Children's Arena. Tries to bank it off. The goalie's back, can't get it through. Starting goaltenders today, Jackson Hayner for the Steelhawks, Chase Cosgrove for the Riverwolves. And the first goal of the game goes to Cody Hamley as he goes short side on Cosgrove. And it is 1-0. That goal coming in the opening minute. 36 seconds into the first. Nice transition goal for the Steelhawks. That was their first real test on Cosgrove. Riverwolves win the ensuing face-off. And now the Steelhawks get the ball. It's Hamley, who just had that last goal, looking for another one. He's got room. Tries to go up top. That hits the shoulder of Cosgrove. Relay pass over to Brown. Now the Riverwolves will set up on offense. Trying to get their first shot on net. Sam Solatoro gets a shot off, goes off into the corner. 8 to go on the shot clock. Paris needs to get something on net. A new 30 will go up on the clock, and Paris get to set things up. Looking to tie this one up, Lemire. He's getting forced to the outside, still has it. First penalty of the game as Lemire dives through the crease. It'll be a slashing call going against the Steelheads. It's the first power play of this game. Will go for Paris. 41% on the man advantage this year. 58% on the PK are the Steelheads. Lemire down into the corner. Swings it out to the top. Back over to Lemire into the corner. Quick stick opportunity. Big save as Jackson Hayner. Or pardon me, Caleb Martin. Jackson Hayner is backing him up. So wearing the number 52, Caleb Martin for the Steelheads. A few jersey changes before this game. That was one of them. Dawson waiting for the ball at the top. Shot goes from the far side, and it ends up trickling in. And it barely squeaks through as Campbell opens up the scoring here for the Riverwolves to tie this one up at 1. The Steelhawks penalty proves to be costly as the big man buries it in. He knew it before the refs. Saw it trickling through the line. And just like that, 1-1, just over 2.5 minutes into this opening quarter. Steelhawks win the ensuing face-off. 2-on-1 opportunity. That shot goes just wide of the net as Quinn Highland tried to bury it into the corner. Riverwolves will get to start with it deep in the Steelhawks zone. Looking for their second goal in a row as that shot from Dawson goes right off the belly pad of Martin. Down the other way come the Steelhawks. Moving it across center is Malachi Good. Good dishes it out to the top to Goodchild. Good opportunity there by Trent Boyd. He tried to squeeze it in short side. Steelhawks still with it. That shot from the stick of Pfeiffer. They'll get a fresh 30 if they can pick it up, but the Riverwolves do. Riverwolves hang on to it. DeBrone out to Lemire. Lemire dishes it off down into the corner. And Kyle Dawson trying to swing things out, moves it to Lemire. Over to DeBrone. Nice pad save by Martin as he sticks the left leg out. And we've got a man down. As it looks like DeBrone went awkwardly into the end boards. No call for the trainer right away. He was full speed ahead. And right after he unloaded that ball, he went down and he was in pain. They were calling for the trainer right away. Steelhawks will have possession. Looking to take the lead. Little bounce pass by Goddard. Right through the middle. Good opportunity by Kyle Curtis as he found a hole. Riverwolves get a word of the ball. Through centers, Nolan ready. He's got an opening shot, looking for the 5-hole. Martin doesn't know where it is, sees behind him. Still bouncing around. Picked up by Paris. Steelhawks get it right back, and they're going to set up on offense. John Wheeler. He'll head off to the bench, tosses the ball to John Leclerc. There's a shot from Goddard, looking for the near side. Can't get that one past Chase Cosgrove. Bad pass from the Riverwolves. Here come the Steelhawks. Little partial breakaway, but Brown comes off the bench and they end up scoring anyhow as Devin Pfeiffer doing a great job to protect that ball. He goes short side and it's a 2-1 lead. 10-18 left to go in the first quarter. Another transition goal for the Steelhawks. Brown came off the bench for the Riverwolves, but Pfeiffer able to protect that ball and squeeze that one home. Ref blows the face-off down, gives it to the Riverwolves. They'll set up on offense, looking to get that goal back. Brown down to Agus. Agus goes far side to Dawson. There's a shot from the outside. Brown looking for the rebound, gets it. Throws it back to Lemire, in tight. Pass intended for Agus. That hits a body in front. Steelhawks able to scoop it up. It's Hamley. He had the opening goal of this game. Moves the ball up to Boisano. Shot from Anderson. Good enough for a reset. They get the rebound. Whitby slowing things down now. Liam Osborne dishes it off into the corner, shoots and scores as Trent Boyd. The nice sidearm shot. And it's a 3-1 lead, 9:30 left to go. Liam Osborne doing the work. Trent Boyd with the finish. Full speed on the run, manages to get a sidearm shot off. 2-goal lead. Steelhawks had the ball for a second off the face-off. Back the other way comes Van Scheppen. He's all alone. Everyone's gone for a line change. Van Scheppen being checked hard. He still has it. Now the ball's loose. Rolls all the way back towards center. Steelhead's able to scoop it up. It's Osborne. Cuts towards the center, looking for the 5-hole. Rebound, another save. As Leclerc with the rebound shot. Now they'll slow things down, wait for the offense to get out. Still missing 2 bodies on the offense. Here they come now. Kyle Curtis. His shot through traffic is saved. Gets his own rebound off the end boards. Goes over to the far side now. Steelhawks looking to add to their lead. Here comes the first penalty of the game. Ref's arm goes up. It'll go to Paris, but it'll be canceled out by the goal as Devin Pfeiffer gets his second of the quarter. 4-1 Steelhawks lead. 8:25 left to go in the first. There was a delayed call. And Caleb Martin, the goaltender, had just made it to the bench for the extra attacker, but they didn't need an extra body as Pfeiffer ripped that one home. Once again, referee saying Whitby moving early on the face-off, giving the ball to the Riverwolves. It'll be Brown setting things up. Over to Agus. Campbell calling for the ball off the bench. He ends up cutting through to the middle. Brown with the ball on the near side. Trying to find a cutter through the middle. Can't get it. Whitby on transition back the other way. Heavy outside shot, and that ends up going through the legs as Scott Edwards gets another transition goal for Whitby. From way long distance. Had a couple options to the right or the left if he wanted to pass. He saw an opening down that middle lane, though. Decided to rip it home. And the Steelhawks are having themselves a first quarter. 3 transition goals. Face-off won by Whitby. It goes right in the stick of Brown for the Riverwolves. There's a shot from Agus. Whitby back the other way. Looking to add to their lead. Couple unanswered goals for the Steelhawks. As it's Pfeiffer looking for his third. Ends up dishing it off. There's an outside shot. Looking for the 5-hole was good. Ball's loose off the rebound. Fresh 30 if Whitby can pick it up. Loose ball battle goes all the way to the Riverwolves bench. Now it's picked up. Agus will bring it through. 5-1. Whitby leading. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Delayed penalty. Paris noticed it, calls the goalie to the bench. There's an outside shot. And we're going to see the first penalty going against Whitby. They've got a 5-1 lead right now over the Riverwolves. Pfeiffer in the box for the Steelhawks. Paris looking for their second goal of the game, down 5-1 right now. Working around the outside. Lemire trying to find an opening down the middle. That pass gets picked off. Here comes Whitby. They'll slow things down. John Wheeler, he gets stripped. Paris back the other way. Still on the man advantage for a minute and a half as Lemire brings it in. Takes a whack, dishes it off to the far side. There's a heavy outside shot. Hustling down the floor is Hamley. He has 1 goal already, decides to dish it to the side to Jared Downey. Downey bobbled up, it gets it right back, cuts towards the net. Cosgrove with the save. Under a minute left now in the man advantage to the Riverwolves. Lemire. They need 1 more on the floor for this power play. Now there he is at the top. Lemire. Back out to the top. Quick stick. That goes off the iron. Fresh 30 on the clock as Campbell with it behind the net. Circling around was Dawson. Whitby quickly coming up the other way. Riley McKinnon. McKinnon shot, not saved by Cosgrove. Cosgrove looks down floor. That pass a little too high. Right back to the Steelhawks. 10 to kill on their penalty. So they'll just slowly bring things down the near boards. Riley McKinnon. Working around the outside. We're back to 5-on-5. Pfeiffer. Back over to McKinnon. Throws it off to the far side. Sidearm shot coming from the stick of Osborne. Picked up by the Steelhawks. Shot from in front. Another save by Cosgrove. Another loose ball battle in the corner as McKinnon picks it up for Whitby. He splits the defenders, gets pinned back against the boards. Now he has an opening. Little quick stick opportunity at the side. Cosgrove with the save. 5-1. Whitby leading. 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. Agus tries to spin off a pick. Ball goes up in the air. Picked up by Brown. Campbell fighting for it, and it'll be a Steelhawks ball. Peyton McIntosh, he heads off. Leaves the ball for Highland. Highland with it on the near side, comes off a pick. Pass intended for Pfeiffer, wasn't ready for that one. Whitby still with it. Long outside shot, scores. Dylan Goddard from way outside as Whitby takes a 6-1 lead. Great work by Pfeiffer on the far side to keep that play alive. And then Goddard with the finish. All Whitby so far in this first quarter. Ball loose off the face-off, all the way down in the Paris zone. Osborne with it to Anderson. Anderson waiting for everyone to get on the floor. Now will make his move towards the center. Heavy outside shot coming from Jared Downey. Steelhawks again get the rebound. Trying to pass it behind the net, goes off the end boards, gets stuck up in the crease. Brown will bring it down for the Riverwolves. Brown heads off, leaves it for Simonelli. Lemire sets a pick for him. Heavy overhand shot, no problem on that save. It's Caleb Martin doing a good job in the Steelhawks net. Lemire drops it into the middle. Pass was a little too high. Everyone comes into the corner now. 5 guys in there battling for it. And it's going to be Dawson coming out with it. The captain of the Riverwolves. 5 to go on the shot clock. As Dawson unloads one through traffic, he takes a high hit. And the 30-second buzzer will go. 2:20 left to go in this first quarter. Steelhawks still leading 6-1. Boyd drops it out, tries to set a pick for Pfeiffer. And Cosgrove with another save. Riverwolves hustling up on transition. 3-on-2 opportunity, Agus. He gets forced off, can't get a shot. Still with it, Lemire sets a pick for him. Agus goes far side. Being double teamed is Nettie. He manages to get a shot off, saved by Martin. And reaching in the crease was Sam Solatoro, giving the ball right back to the Steelhawks. They'll slow things down. Out of the top with it's Hamley. He had the opening goal. That one gets bobbled, can't scoop it back up, and Cosgrove reaches out with the big goalie stick. short pass as the Steelhawks with the full floor press. Brown moving it down. Nearing the last minute of play in this first quarter. McDonald over to Dawson. Down to Campbell. Campbell trying to muscle his way down through the middle. He does and scores. His second goal of the game. He's got both Riverwolves goals here today. Andy Campbell driving his way through the middle. And it's a 6-2 game. 51.9 seconds left to go. First quarter action. Paris needed that goal. Whitby again wins the face-off. It'll be John Leclerc. He's got an opening. Decides to pull out, wait for some help. Over on the far side to Trent Boyd. Boyd comes across a pick by Pfeiffer. A little reverse backhander. That goes just wide of the net. Picked up by Agus. 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Agus to Lemire. Lemire for a quick stick to the side. And Dawson gets robbed by Martin. Quick transition once again from Whitby. This time it's Anderson. A little tic-tac-toe, and they score. Great passing from the Steelhawks and another transition goal. Matt Boisano gets this one. 7-2, Steelhawks leading. 9.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We've seen a few transition goals from the Steelhawks today. That one, the nicest. Riverwolves win the ensuing face-off. McDonald tries to dump it into Ruddy. That goes off into the crowd just as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. Steelhawks leading the Riverwolves 7-2 after one. Second quarter just getting underway. Whitby leading Paris 7-2. And once again, referee saying Whitby moving a little early on that face-off, awarding the ball to Paris. It's Brown. Lemire trying to find a hole in the middle, passes into Simonella. And that one goes high and off the mesh behind the end net, as Darius Anderson will bring it down. Matt Boisano heads to the bench, leaves the ball, and it's picked up by Devin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer far side, that shot saved by Cosgrove as Goddard tried to find an opening. Cosgrove looks down floor. And now Paris trying to get everyone on for their offense. Quick stick opportunity in front of the net. Good defense by the Steelhawks. Paris still with the ball. Shot on the run from Ruddy. Martin had to be careful there. McKinnon leaves the ball for Pfeiffer. Circling towards the middle, has a little opening now. Decides to hang on to it, smart move. On the near side with it, it's Downey. Tries to sneak that in, ends up running through the crease. Hustling up the other way is Newbro. Out to the top now to Brown, to Campbell. Campbell trying to find an opening down the middle. He gets it knocked out. And now the ball pops right into the stick of a Steelhawk. On the run, nice shot. Back the other way, again off the McGregor shot as Paris picks up the rebound. Paris gets the reset. Just trying to find an opening through the middle. Finds Nutty. He's got a hole. The little twister shot. Saved by Martin. Rebounds loose. Simonelli. Out to Dawson. To Ruddy on the near side. Ruddy comes off a pick. Can't get through the opening. Now a wild shot from the outside. And Martin makes another save. 7-2, Whitby leading. 12:25 left to go in this first half. Trent Boyd drives towards the net, dishes it off. Running into real estate was good. Out to Pfeiffer. Sidearm shot by Goddard. Almost gets his own rebound, goes all the way back down, and it's an over and back. McDonald will start with it for the Riverwolves. He'll swing it out towards the top. Little flip pass to Dawson. Trying to find a hole down the middle is Lemire. And that one goes off Martin's shoulder into the crowd. They'll get a reset as Dawson will hang on to things, tries to swing off a pick to the inside. No room. Gets forced towards the boards. Now he's got a hole down the middle, but ball gets swatted. And the Riverwolves end up scoring. Campbell with the hat-trick goal. A little bit of a broken play. Paris takes advantage. And he has all 3 goals tonight, Andy Campbell. But Paris still trails 7-3. 11:32 left to go in the first half. Looked like the Steelhawks were going to get it and take off, but ball pops loose. Campbell comes in, swoops it out of nowhere. Van Scheppen with the ball off the face-off. And they're giving Simonelli credit for that goal. Campbell with the assist. So Campbell remains at 2 goals officially. There's the spin shot. Good opportunity as Trent Boyd tried to find the net. Backhand pass through traffic. Nobody home. All the way back towards center. Hits the open door. Avoids the over and back. Boyd now from way out. No problem for Cosgrove. Cosgrove looking for some help. Dishes it up towards center. Steelhawks with it. 3-on-2. Shoots. Cosgrove with the save. Paris trying to capitalize on the transition the other way. Ball's loose, though, off the pass. Right off the bench. Good opportunity. As Good tried to tuck it home. 7-3, Whitby leading. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first half as that pass goes over the glass. Everyone's gone for a line change, so no rush right now for Boisno. Leaves it for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer circles out. Little flip pass, underhand shot attempted by Boyd. No problem for Cosgrove. Looks down floor, makes the short outlet pass to the side to Brown. Brown finds the captain, Dawson. Dawson tries to drive towards the net. That ball's knocked loose. Nice defensive play by John Wheeler. He's going to take it into the offensive zone to Goddard. Whitby trying to find a hole as Liam Osborne rips one off the end boards. Rebound loose and a little hockey shot as Paris trying to force that. Giving the ball right back to Whitby. And it's going to be McGregor. cutting through. Nice opportunity by McGregor, but Cosgrove stands him up. Lemire, he's being double teamed. Swings away to get away from the pressure. Long outside shot and scores from way long distance. Simonelli with another one, his second in a row. And that brings the Riverwolves within 3 at 7-4, 8:35 left to go in the first half. He saw a hole, nobody on him, decided, I'm gonna shoot. And it was the right decision. So he ends up beating Martin with a bomb of a shot. Van Scheppen. Flip pass over to Newbro. Newbro heads towards the bench, tosses it off to Lemire. There's another outside shot right from the same place they just scored. This time, Martin able to make the save, dishes it down, 2-on-1 if they can get something going. That shot goes wide. As McIntosh was trying to go far side. Heavy rebound off the end boards. It's McDonald being forced towards center. Donald still with it. Flips it off to Lemire. Lemire trying to cut towards the net. Flips it to Dawson, out to Nutty. Shot through traffic. Martin somehow able to see that one, makes the save. Clint Lewis. Tosses it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to swing free of his man. Ends up tossing it to Goddard. Can't handle that pass. Goes off the sideboards. Picked up by Cosgrove in the crease. Paris trying to scoop up the Lucy, and there's a huge hit right at center. And that'll be an official's timeout. Whitby leading Paris 7-4 with 7:09 left to go in the first half. Devin Pfeiffer will start with the ball for the Steelhawks. Swings it over to the far side. Goddard dishes it right back. Good opportunity here, all alone, and the big save by Cosgrove as Jared Downey found himself all alone in front of the net. Downey now forces the turnover. Boyd picks it up. That one goes off the iron. Boyd with the rebound. Boyd being forced off behind the net. He'll swing around. Out to the top. Able to keep it over onto this side as Pfeiffer to avoid that over and back. Heavy shot from the outside as Tyler Goodchild scores. And that'll restore the 4-goal lead as the Steelhawks lead this one 8-4 with 6:32 left to go. And a great play by Devin Pfeiffer as that ball was rolling towards that center line. And Pfeiffer able to avoid the over and back, keeps the play alive. And then Tyler Goodchild buries it home. Whitby wins the face-off, but the ball gets knocked loose shortly after. Agus on the far side.
Assistant number 19, Devin Pfeiffer. Number 14, Trent Boyd.
To Lemire. Lemire will just hang on to it. Paris trying to get something going here is Lemire. Unable to control that one. Paris gets it right back though. There's a shot, not a great angle. Back the other way come the Steelhawks. Osborne. Couldn't handle that one. Whitby still with it. Lots of time left to go on the shot clock. It'll be a too many men call to Whitby. They're going to argue that one. They are not going to win that argument. So Paris will go to work on the power play. Whitby will have to send someone to the box. So with a 4-goal lead, Whitby heads to the penalty box. Lewis will serve that one. And the Riverwolves trying to capitalize on the man advantage. Campbell dishes it into the middle. Big hit there as Kyle Dawson hits the turf. That gets the Steelhawks bench fired up. Boisno down to the corner, little quick stick. And Cosgrove with the huge save. Riley McKinnon with a nice opportunity, but Cosgrove closing the door. Cosgrove with a nice forecheck. Paris still with it though. Lemire over to that far side. Lemire hanging on to things. He'll cut towards the net now. Great opportunity. And they do score. A power play marker for the Riverwolves. The big man, Andy Campbell, has been on for every goal for the Riverwolves. And that power play marker cuts the Whitby lead to 8-5. It's Andy Campbell just racking up the points tonight.
Both guys that I could have picked, and I said no.
Whitby once again wins the face-off. Liam Osborne. He'll keep it on the near side. Down into the corner to Downey. Downey circles out towards the top, gets it back. He's got a hole, scores. Jared Downey. It's a little underhand shot through the 5-hole of Cosgrove, and they restore that lead just moments after the Riverwolves goal. And they'll keep that ball for a souvenir. The Steelhawks bench called for that ball right away. First goal souvenir. And it's a 9-5 game with 4:32 left to go. Matt Boisno having a tough time in that face-off circle. Referee keeps calling him for early movement. Paris awarded the ball once again. Nutty. Ruddy goes far side. He's going to be all alone on the near side, calling for that ball back. Now Ruddy gets it back at the top. His overhand shot. Steelhawks looking for 2 in a row. Ruddy was looking for the big hit. And back the other way, Goddard finds the back of the net. Another transition goal for Whitby. 10-5, Whitby leading, 3:58 left to go in this first half. This time taking the draw, it's going to be Peyton McIntosh. He'll go up against Zach McDonald. Face-off goes off cleanly. Loose ball picked up by Newbro. Brown looking for the ball. Can't handle that pass. Goes off the boards. Picked up by Martin, who tosses it down to Osborne. Osborne burns by his man, shoots and scores. What a goal from Liam Osborne. And the goaltender, Martin, will get an assist on that one, as it went from Martin's stick to Osborne. And he goes coast to coast, making a great move to burn by the defender right at the top of the crease. And it's an 11-5 lead for Whitby. Just 3:35 left to go now in the first half. Great play by Osborne. Whitby with the ball off the face-off. Trying to feed it through to the middle. Nobody home, but they keep the ball. And it's going to be Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer all alone on the near side. Now he has some help. Swings off that pick. Bounce shot. Looked like it hit Agus. 30-second clock gets reset. Pfeiffer with the ball in the corner. Trent Boyd over to Goddard. Trying to move it back to Pfeiffer. They'll just let it roll off into the corner. Paris the other way. Agus trying to get that pass. A little too off to the side for him. Goddard will take the ball back up for Whitby. Into Pfeiffer. One-on-one with his man. Swinging towards the top. Splits two defenders. He's got a hole. Pfeiffer ends up stepping in the crease. Great play by him, though, to split the defenders. Bad pass leads to a turnover. And a nice shot by Boiseno. They'll get the reset. Still have a couple defenders on there. They're waiting to get off. Now there's the full offensive unit. Boyd with it. Dishes it off. A little bit of a heavy pick there. Steps in the crease anyway as Kyle Curtis trying to find an opening. Sam Solatoro over to Lemire. That one goes off the shoulder of Martin. Paris will get the ball right back. Lemire. Trying to drive his way through the middle. Can't get through the defenders. As Campbell with it. He's got the hat trick tonight. Big overhand shot. That one goes wide. And a breakaway the other way if they can pick it up here. As Jordan Roberts, he gets hit. It's an interference possession called. Possession for the Steelheads, fresh 30, 1:35 left to go in the first half. Heavy shot from the outside by Roberts. Good enough for the reset, though, as it hit the iron. Good child. Out to the top. Big shot from Boyd. That misses the mark. Boyd gets it right back. Osborne with a nice check. Keeps the ball for the Steelhawks. Trying to get through two defenders was good. He's going to draw a penalty. Goalie heads to the bench. It's Martin for the extra attacker. Underhand shot from the top as Quinn Highland trying to get something just as the 30-second buzzer expires. So Whitby with an 11-5 lead, 1:02 left to go in the half, and now they'll go to work on the power play. Boyd will start things off once play resumes. Martin will make his way back into the Whitby net. And now Pfeiffer actually will start the ball as Boyd brings it to him at the top. So Pfeiffer quarterbacking the power play. Playing some catch with both his shooters. Everyone has had a touch now. Pfeiffer steps into one, fakes the shot. Now he unloads. Looked like it caught a bit of the post. Ends up going off into the mesh, but did not hit the post, referee says. So Paris with the ball. 45 seconds left to go in the half. Van Scheppen. Into the corner to Agus. Agus in no rush. Signals to Lemire to cut through. Now he tries to toss it right out to the top. Intended for Dawson. Boyd gets it though. Backhand shot, that misses the mark. Little 3-on-2 opportunity for the Steelhawks and an open cage to shoot on for Liam Osborne as Cosgrove got caught out of his net. Great passing play by the Steelhawks, and it's a power play goal, giving them a 12-5 lead. 16.2 seconds left to go in the first half. Another transition goal for Whitby. One of their easier ones as they had a wide open cage to eventually shoot at. Boisno and McDonald battling for the face-off. This time, Boisno wins it.
Assistant number 32, Faith McIntosh. Number 14,
John Leclerc.
Osborne from McIntosh from right. Come out, try to play goal.
He'll head off to the bench, dishes it to the far side just as the buzzer goes, and that'll do it for the first half. The Whitby Steelhawks 12, the Paris Riverwolves 5. Second half about to get underway here at Children's Arena. The Whitby Steelhawks have a 12-5 lead over the Paris Riverwolves. Whitby with the ball off the face-off. Jared Downey circles it out to Pfeiffer. To Good. Back over to the far side to Osborne. Whitby trying to find a hole down to the middle. Good defense so far by the Riverwolves. That one goes off the iron. All the way back out to center, picked up by Downey. Pfeiffer now, circling out towards the top. Back to Downey. There's a heavy shot. Cosgrove with the save, gets caught up in his pad. Has to take his glove out to get that loose ball. And now Cosgrove steps out of his crease, looks down floor, makes the short pass over to Goddard. To Campbell. He has a 4-point night so far as Campbell gets knocked down. The interference possession call awarded to Whitby. Riley McKinnon. Looks behind him. Making sure everyone's on the floor. Dishes it off to Goodchild. McKinnon sets a pick for him. Goodchild cuts through the middle. He's got an opening. That one goes just wide. Rebound scooped up by McKinnon. Trying to find Pfeiffer down to the middle. That hits a body in front. Scrambled play as Goddard tries to squeak it in the short side. 30-second clock will reset. If Whitby can pick it back up, they'll have a fresh 30. Pfeiffer behind the net. Out to Goodchild in front. He shoots and scores. Tyler Goodchild picks up his second of the game. And it's a 13-5 Whitby lead. Nice dish from behind the net to Pfeiffer. And Goodchild didn't have the best angle to shoot, but managed to find an opening past Cosgrove. So a quick start to this third quarter for Whitby. Ball's loose off the face-off, picked up by Agus. Agus has 3 Steelhawks on him, still has the ball. Now it gets knocked loose. Paris hangs on to it though. Simonelli, he has 2 goals tonight. Back to Agus, overhand shot, and he ends up taking a high stick. And now some pushing and shoving behind the play. And it looks like we may have a fight if the refs will let him go here. Referee's jumping in. Agus wanted to go.
Get out of the way and let him go.
With Riley McKinnon.
That's how guys get hurt.
Referee wasn't having any of that. Both guys will go to the penalty box, though, it appears. Agus has some words for the Whitby bench on his way. We'll see how they sort this one out. Both players. Wolves, he's over there having a discussion with the referee. And it'll be coincidental penalties, so we'll remain at 5-on-5. Referee just talking to Jamie Dubrick on the Paris bench. Now we're all set.
I can't get blamed for this.
So 5-on-5 after those coincidental penalties.
Number 14, Hunter Agus.
Kyle Curtis.
To Whitby number 44, Ryan McKinnon.
Boyd taking a shot on the run. That one goes off the end glass. Manages to keep it in play. Great one by Boyd, but Paris gets it right back. No, Whitby ends up with the ball anyhow. Cutting towards the net was Hamley. He had the opening goal, almost gets another one, and that's an over and back call. Whitby's going to argue that one. And now the referees will have a discussion. And after that discussion, they're going to say that Paris did get a piece of that ball, so it wasn't over and back. And now Whitby with the 13-5 lead. Go to work on the offense. Goodchild drops it into the middle to Python and Pfeiffer. Circles around, that shot goes wide. Picked up by Goddard. That one goes off the end boards, and that one will be over and back. The Riverwolves need to go on a bit of a run here if they want to have any chance of getting back into this one. Into the middle is Dawson. His shot finds the back of the net. A great dish into Dawson, who is all alone in front of the net. It's 13-6. That is the start they needed. They just need to keep the Steelhawks off the board and have a big third quarter. Still lots of time left in this one. First half, though, is all Whitby. Paris hoping this is their half. Clean win right off the face-off by McDonald. He's double-teamed, though. Ball's knocked loose into the corner. Scooped up by Leclerc. Leclerc trying to get out of the zone. Crosses over center. Whitby trying to get that goal back. Curtis drops it into the middle. Nice dish by Curtis. The possession call awarded to the Riverwolves. Lemire. All by himself on the near side. Circles towards the top, over to Campbell, to Simonelli. That shot, nice bouncer, trying to go for that top corner. Good try by Simonelli, who has 2 goals tonight. 13-6, Whitby leading this one, 10:52 left to go in the third quarter. Pfeiffer gets through 2 guys, gets a shot off. Cosgrove makes the save. Pfeiffer right in front of Cosgrove, trying to block that pass, ends up forcing him to make a bad pass. Pfeiffer gets it right back, scores. What a goal by Devin Pfeiffer. Just seconds before that, he blew through 2 defenders. Couldn't beat Cosgrove, but then he stands right in front of the goaltender, forces him to make a bad pass, and ends up getting the ball right back and buries that one. 14-6 on Pfeiffer's hat-trick goal. Hamley out to the top as the Steelhawks cycling it around. Boyd. He winds up, unloads that shot. That goes wide, picked up by Hamley. Hamley into the corner. Trying to come out with his Anderson. That shot stopped by Cosgrove. Brown crossing center. Pass intended for Simonelli. That one goes high and over his stick. And by the time Simonelli does get it off the boards, he gets knocked over. It's an over and back. Pfeiffer by himself, circles to the top.
this KC's.
Is Highland. Moves it back to Pfeiffer. Into the near side, cutting through. For that shot was Boyd. Cosgrove makes the save, and he steps into the crease. Boyd does. So that'll give the ball to Paris. Brown. To Lemire. He picks up speed. Dishes it behind the net to Goddard. Goddard tries to get it back out to Lemire. Lemire keeps it in this side of the half. And Dawson trying to go down low, still with it off the rebound. Dawson gets a fresh 30. Moves it out to Lemire. Paris will slow things down now. The hidden ball trick, but Lemire has it. Lemire, he's got room down the lane. Shot, saved by Martin. Lemire gets knocked down hard, and it'll be an interference possession call. And the referees will have a bit of a discussion after that one. 14-6. Whitby leading Paris, 8:37 left to go in the third quarter. And Paris will get the ball back. Campbell. Trying to blow by his man. Pass to Simonelli on the far side crease. Shoots and scores. A nice bounce shot by Noah Simonelli. That's his third goal of the game. And that'll cut the lead. 14-6 with 14-7 rather, cutting the lead in half with 8:22 left to go in the third quarter. McDonald will go down for the face-off against Peyton McIntosh. McDonald wins that draw cleanly. He takes a high stick. Delayed call. Back the other way. A big save by Martin. And that'll bring the whistle and the penalty. So with a 14-7 lead, the Steelhawks will take a high sticking penalty. Quinn Highland down for 2 minutes. Goddard waiting for that ball at center. He'll start things up on the man advantage for Paris. Lemire. Back out to Goddard, over to Campbell. To Lemire, cutting through. That shot goes just wide. That hits the ceiling. So out of bounds. And Simonelli, he forces that play. He's got the ball. He's going to slow things down, wait for the power play unit to come out, but Steelhawks were all over him momentarily. Ruddy. Over to Campbell. To Lemire. Lemire down low to the crease to Dawson. That's saved by Martin. Up to Leclerc. Long outlet pass. That was intended for Osborne, a little too far for him. Still a minute left to go on the man advantage for Paris. Lemire. He'll start heading towards the net. Dishes it off to Simonelli. Lemire gets it right off the hop. Underhand shot by Goddard. That goes wide, over and back call. Whitby still short-handed for 51 seconds. We'll start off with it in the corner. They're in no rush. They have a nice lead right now. Trying to kill off a bit of this clock. Boyd loses the ball momentarily. Still has it. Drives towards the net. Boyd shot saved by Cosgrove. There'll be an official's timeout. 31 to go on the man advantage. 6:38 left in the third quarter and a 14-7 lead. And Paris will start with the ball after that official's timeout. 30 seconds left to go on their man advantage. The lead has been cut in half. Ruddy over to Campbell. Campbell takes the shot. Martin gets a piece of that one. Dives down to make sure that it doesn't trickle behind him. 15 left to kill now in the Whitby penalty. Darius Anderson to Downey. He'll slow things down, wait for the final seconds to tick off, and we're back to 5-on-5 even strength. Boisno dishes it down, and a shot from Jared Downey finds the back of the net. His second goal. Just seconds after killing off the penalty, Whitby finds the back of the net once again. They lead 15-7. 5:58 left to go in this third quarter. Jared Downey having himself a game. That all started at the top. Matt Boisno getting things going. And then Jared Downey with the finish. And once again, Paris gets awarded the ball off the face-off, saying Whitby moved too early. Brown with it. Gets by his man. Moves it over to Dawson. Dawson has 6 points tonight, a goal and 5 assists. Brown now. That goes right off the chest of Martin. The Riverwolves can't get the rebound. John Leclerc picks it up for the Steelhawks. To Riley McKinnon. McKinnon fakes the flip pass, still with it at the top. Whitby trying to find a hole down to the middle. There's a shot from the outside from Pfeiffer. Saved by Cosgrove, who dishes it off. Moves it up to Agus. Simonelli coming in off the bench. He's got it now. Still hanging on to it. He swings towards the top. Bounce shot. Goes off the shoulder of Martin. And now it'll be scooped up by Hanley. Tries to dish it up. That hit a stick. Whitby still hanging on to it. A little bit of a high stick. No call as Osborne took one up top. Hamley with the shot. Cosgrove save, and here comes McDonald. Moves it over to the captain, Dawson. Down low to Goddard. Goddard gets checked. Ball's loose just for a second. Simonelli, he picks it up. To Lemire. 2-on-1 back the other way. Boyd to Goodchild. Paris gets the loose ball. It's Brown. 1-on-2. He's isolated on the near side, trying to get by his man. Shot, that goes off the iron. Picked up by Campbell. One-hand pass to Dawson in the middle. Back over to Brown. Brown unloads. That gets picked up right into the stick of Boisno. Boisno takes one up high, tries to get the pass over to Highland. And there will be a penalty from that. It's going to be Newbro heading off for slashing. So the Steelhawks, who have a 15-7 lead right now with 3:39 left to go in the third, will go to work on the man advantage. Pfeiffer will quarterback the power play, starting with it at the top. Working it around the perimeter. Back out to Pfeiffer. Goodchild thinks about shooting it. Now Pfeiffer steps in, fakes the pass. Goodchild with it again. That shot goes wide. They've got to hustle. There's Pfeiffer. Moves it over to Goddard. He does get a shot off. Good enough for the reset. Back out to Pfeiffer. Backhand pass, scores. Trent Boyd with a rocket from that far side shooter position. And it's a power play goal with exactly 3 minutes left to go, and it's a 16-7 Whitby lead. Pfeiffer got that one going. Made the nice dish over to Boyd, and just a classic overhand shot. Rips it past Cosgrove. That's Boyd's second of the night. Boiseno wins the face-off. Boyd has it again. Over to Anderson. Out to the top to Curtis. Back over to Boyd. To Curtis. His shot goes wide of the net. Agus gets the ball. He's all alone. Nobody near him, and his shot is saved by Martin. 2:25 left to go in the third quarter. Pfeiffer flips the ball to Goodchild. Back over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer down low, quick stick opportunity. And Good makes good of that one. He finds the back of the net. 18-7. Whitby leads now, but what a dish. As Malachi Good was waiting right at the side of the crease. Gets the ball right at the side of the net. Makes it count. McDonald and McIntosh down for the draw. McDonald moves early. That'll give the ball to Whitby.
Assist by number 19, Devin Pfeiffer. Number 18, Connor Goodchild. Good from Goodchild and Pfeiffer. Timeout goal.
Quinn Highland.
41-9.
Goddard sets a pick for him. Now Goddard with the shot. That goes wide. Boyd with it now. He rifles another overhand shot, looking for his hat-trick goal. Brown with the rebound. Looks down floor. Long outlet pass. And Sam Solatoro, who was just traded from the Steelhawks to the Riverwolves prior to this game, scores against his former team. Still a big gap, though. 17-7, the score right now. Or 8, rather. 17-8. And now Whitby gets called for moving too early off the face-off. Lemire. Over to Goddard. Back to Lemire. Trying to find Goddard cutting through the middle. Nobody there, so he dishes it off to Dawson. Dawson getting checked hard. Moves it over to Simonelli. Ball gets knocked loose. Gets it right back up. Gets knocked loose the second time. This time Whitby grabs it. Hamley. Hamley looking towards the bench. Finds Downey.
Last minute to play in the third quarter. Last minute.
Now Goodchild gets some help. He was all alone there for a bit. As Pfeiffer unloads one through traffic. Cosgrove makes the save. 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And that'll be an over and back call. No, they're waving it off, saying that the Steelhawks touched it. Goodchild arguing that one, saying he didn't touch it. Play will continue. 10 to go on the shot clock. Ruddy. A little spin shot. That goes wide. Just keeping it in at the line was Goddard, but it didn't matter anyways. The 30-second buzzer goes. 13.9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ryder McKinnon over to Boyd. Gets a piece of that one and finds the back of the net was Liam Osborne off a broken play. And the captain with his third goal, making it 18-8 for Whitby with 2.9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ball was bouncing, and Osborne just comes out of nowhere, scoops it up, and buries it home. And the final seconds will tick off of this third quarter. Whitby will go into the break with an 18-8 lead. Fourth quarter about to begin. Whitby Steelhawks with an 18-8 lead over the Paris Riverwolves. Paris with the ball off the face-off. Newbro. Out to Agus at the top. Everyone stacked up on the far side for Paris. Now they spread out. Agus rips one. Pad saved by Martin. Things getting rough behind the net, or behind the play in front of the net. And it looks like both are heading to the box. We saw this earlier with coincidental penalties. Have to think it'll be much the same this time around. So Roberts and Dawson heading to the box on both sides. Referees will have a brief discussion. We'll see how they sort this one out. They're giving the ball to Paris. Whitby doesn't like that. And that is because Whitby gets the extra 2 off that last play. So we have 5-on-4 man advantage, not coincidentals like we saw earlier. So Whitby forced to send an extra man to serve that. It's going to be Clint Lewis serving the extra. There's Lemire to Seminelli. Lemire steps in, fakes that shot. Out to Goddard at the top. They're just working around that far side. Over to Campbell now. Campbell rips one. That goes wide. Lemire with the rebound. Down low to Ruddy. He unloads a bomb. Saved by Martin. Broken stick. So Whitby is already short a man. Have a broken stick, but luckily, crease violation for them gives them the ball right back. Riley McKinnon. Pass wasn't intended for Boyd, but he just picked it off, trying to fool the Riverwolves. Good child. Over to Pfeiffer. Minute left to kill for Whitby in the penalty. Only 4 to go on the shot clock. And then the horn will sound, giving possession back to Paris. 18-8. Whitby leading. Sam Solatoro down low to the crease. And Martin with a big save on Lemire. Whitby quick transition back the other way, all alone in front of the net was Riley McKinnon, saved by Cosgrove. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Brown. Over to Ruddy, out to Campbell at the top. To Lemire. Back out to Campbell, slashing call coming for Whitby. Heavy shot from Ruddy. And Martin makes the save. So with just 11 seconds left to go in the power play, Steelhawks pick up another one, that'll reset the power play. It'll be 5-on-3 for 11 seconds, and then a full 2 minutes once again for the Riverwolves.
That's a lacrosse play.
Campbell. Quarterbacking things at the top. Over to Ruddy, to Lemire. Simonelli to Goddard, scores.
Yourself an assist on that one, 9-4.
A power play goal, it coming on the 5-on-3. 3 seconds left to go in the original Steelheads penalty, so Paris will still have almost a full power play to work with here. Great passing on that goal. Everybody got a touch before it was finally buried into the net. So 1:52 to work with on the power play. 18-9, Whitby leading. Clean face-off win by Boiseno. Boiseno still with it. He'll head off to the bench now. Goddard with the ball. And now an unsportsmanlike conduct coming off the bench. As Whitby not happy with the way this fourth quarter is going. Having some words with the referee. So with 1:28 left to go in the original penalty, a fresh 2 goes up there. So a good chunk of 5-on-3 time to work with. So Paris, who just had a power play goal moments ago. 30-second buzzer went off prematurely. Campbell down to Dawson. Tries to squeak one in. That goes off the leg of Boiseno. Back out to Campbell. Down low to Dawson. Over to Lemire. Can't get a shot off. Whitby with the ball. Short-handed for another minute on the 5-on-3. McKinnon goes far side, now out to Boiseno. Boiseno being double teamed. Boiseno keeps it in, almost an over and back, just inches away. Paris gets the ball anyhow. Van Scheppen. Paris needs one more guy out. There he comes. And a quick stick. Just misses the mark. Had a wide open net to shoot at. And now Van Scheppen to Simonelli. Into Dawson. He gets his own rebound and scores. The captain, Kyle Dawson, with his second of the game. And that's a power play goal. 8 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3, so they'll have 40 seconds of 5-on-4 to work with right now. But a big mountain to climb. Paris needing 8 goals in the next 10 minutes, 52 seconds. Face off into the crowd right in front of us. And Newbro will start things out for Paris. Dishes it to Campbell. Over to Lemire, down to Simonelli. Back out to Campbell. Campbell, heavy shot from the outside. No problem for Martin. Ball's loose, rebound scooped up by Campbell. Down to Dawson at the corner as Martin makes a huge save. Campbell. Just 2 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Paris will have to be aware of the guy coming out of the box behind them as Ruddy unloads a shot. No problem for Martin, back the other way. Braden McGregor dishes it off to Goddard, he scores. So just seconds after killing off the penalty, Goddard buries that one. Nice dish by Brady McGregor, though, as he brought it up the floor, finds Goddard off the bench. And with exactly 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, it's a 19-10 lead for Whitby. Boisno wins that draw cleanly.
Whitby goal, scorer number 9, Dylan Goddard. Assist number 20, John Wheeling. And number 42, McGregor.
A little bit of confusion on the floor. Referees will have a discussion.
Time that goal, 5 minutes even.
They will give the ball back to Whitby. Not sure why they blew it down in the first place. Referee says it was his error, admits his mistake. You could hear him yelling over the Whitby bench. And the Steelhawks looking to make it 20. Shot coming from Goddard. Picks up his own rebound, out into the middle. Nice opportunity by Osborne. 30-second shot clock reset, so lots of offense to work with. Osborne with it. Circles out to the top, goes over to Goddard. Goddard now winds up, flip pass into the middle. That's saved by Cosgrove, is good with the shot at the top of the crease. Here comes Van Scheppen. 2-on-1 opportunity as Van Scheppen cuts towards the middle, unloads a shot, that misses the mark. Still up in the air, picked up by Boisno. Boisno crosses center. And it's going to be Quinn Island. Over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer circles out to the top. Backhand pass, what a move, and a big save by Cosgrove as Liam Osborne found himself right on the doorstep. Malcolm Ford bringing it into the offensive zone, takes a little whack. Into Agus. Backhand pass attempt by Dawson. Hits a body in front, ends up in the stick of Campbell. 5 to go on the shot clock. It's Campbell. Banks it off Martin, just trying to get the clock reset, which he does. To Goddard. Goddard in low to Dawson. He gets hit. Can't get a good shot off. Lemire now behind the net to Goddard. Or to Dawson, rather. Out to the top to Lemire. That shot goes wide. Right into the Paris bench.
That was funny. Did you hear that?
John Leclerc. To Goddard, into the middle to Boyd. His shot saved by Cosgrove. Pass picked off by Braden McGregor. McGregor feeds Goddard right off the bench. He's forced into the corner, right out into the middle as Cosgrove makes the save on Malachi Good.
No, they won't quit. He could have destroyed him.
And now Paris looking to go on a bit of a run, and they get one here as Lemire right at the side of the net. Martin got a piece of it, and it just trickles past. And that gives them 11, 19-11, Whitby leading. As Lemire right at the side of the net manages to tuck one home. That's his first of the game. Big battle off the face-off. And that'll bring the whistles. We'll see how they sort this one out and give possession to.
That's why we traded you.
Referees
Go to the other locker room.
having a discussion.
You're going to be traded.
And that'll be an officials timeout with Whitby leading Paris 19-11. Whitby with the ball coming out of the officials timeout. They lead 19-11, 7 minutes left to go in regulation. looking for their 20th. Boyd, flip pass out to the top. Trying to get it down low, but Paris doing a great job on defense. Not letting the Steelheads to the inside. There's a shot from long distance from Kyle Curtis. Good enough for a reset. Trying to find his third of the game as Jared Downey has a pair tonight. Boyd, he finds some room after faking that shot. That goes just wide of the net, all the way back down into the Whitby zone, over and back call. Lemire to Simonelli. Simonelli looking for a cutter, tries to find Dawson. That goes a little too low. Ruddy trying to pick it up in the corner. Dawson helps him out. 10 to go on the shot clock as Dawson circles towards the top. He has 2 goals and 5 assists tonight for the Riverwolves. And there's another goal as Simonelli picks up his 4th goal. And that'll make it a 19-12 score with just 5:53 left to go in regulation. Noah Simonelli with the hot stick for Paris, but they have a huge mountain to climb. Pretty much have to score on every single possession. This is lacrosse, though. It could happen. We see goals score in bunches in this great sport. The way Whitby is playing, though, don't see it happening here tonight. Whitby looking for their 20th, and a good opportunity in front of the crease. And a possession call given back to the Steelhawks. 5:30 left to go now in regulation. Trent Boyd. Heavy shot by Goodchild, and he scores. Finding the back of the net, and that makes it 20 as Tyler Goodchild gets the hat trick. He couldn't see an opening on the far side, so he decided to circle all the way out to the top. The Riverwolves left him enough room to shoot, and Goodchild makes them pay with a heavy shot from the outside. Ford with it off the face-off to Lemire. Lemire will back his way up into the corner, back out to the shooter position. Toss it to Simonelli. Behind the net to Van Scheppen. Tries the dunk goal. That one goes off the post. Simonelli with a shot. Van Scheppen trying to muscle his way towards the net. Dawson with it now, out to Campbell, back over to Dawson. Dawson trying to find a cutter from that far side. And that pass intended for Van Scheppen gets picked off down into the middle. And there'll be a penalty for goaltender interference as Simonelli got his stick on Martin. Trying to force a pass from the goaltender, and instead he ends up taking a penalty. Boyd. Extra attacker on as Martin is on the bench. Pfeiffer keeps it alive. 5 to go on the shot clock. As Goddard trying to get something going. He does get the reset. Play will resume. Curtis out to Pfeiffer. Delayed call. That is why there are 6 Steelhawks out there. Goddard trying to sneak his way in. Gets another reset. Out to Pfeiffer. Referee's arm has to be getting tired now. And now we're going to have a few penalties. There's a delayed call originally, and then Kyle Curtis ends up taking a penalty for holding. Ford gives him a sarcastic clap, and he ends up getting an unsportsmanlike. So it will be a power play for the Steelhawks. And Whitby will start with the ball. 3:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. 20-12 lead for Whitby. So 3 penalties on that last play. Boyd working it around. Ends up back in the stick of Boyd. Out to the top to Pfeiffer. Fakes the pass, backhand pass. Back over to Boyd. Boyd trying to go down low. That gets picked off down the middle, and Van Scheppen has it now. Van Scheppen up to Dawson. Dawson has some room. Little twister shot. That one goes just wide. Up into the back mesh. So Whitby on the power play. Goddard fakes that shot, moves it out to Goodchild. Pfeiffer at the top. Down low to Goddard, out to Boyd. That's saved by Cosgrove. Scooping it out was Liam Osborne. Osborne gets on his man before he has possession. And it won't be a possession call, it will be a penalty. So Trent Boyd heading off to the box. That'll cancel out the power play. So see some 4-on-4 action. Riverwolves will have the ball. 2:54 left to go in regulation. 20-12 lead for Whitby. Goddard with the ball. Over to Brown. To Lemire. Lemire cycling it over. Moving pick called. Giving the ball back to Whitby. Boiseno. Highland with it. Down low to Goddard. Back out to Downey. Little side shot goes off the post as Highland trying to tuck it in. Picked up by Agus. He'll take off, gain some speed. Ball gets knocked loose as he's trying to get the shot off. 30 seconds left in the Paris penalty. Then we'll see the end of that 4-on-4, and it'll be a brief power play. Under 2 minutes left to go now in regulation. And a moving pick called against the Steelhawks now. Brown. Just over center with it, dishes it down to Lemire, and that goes off the post, and the captain, Dawson, picks up his 3rd goal and 8th point of the night. It's too little too late in this one, but the captain having himself a game. Kyle Dawson, 8-point night. 1:41 left to go now in regulation. Nice goal from the Riverwolves, but not enough time to mount a comeback. 20-13 the score now. Boiseno. The first penalty expires. And now the Steelhawks down a man for 30 seconds. They're in no rush, cutting towards the net. Now it's Riley McKinnon. That one goes just wide. And now some more rough stuff. And now we've got our first fight. It's going to be Pennock against McKinnon. And the linesman jumps in right away.
Your life saved the game.
Referee not letting too much happen on that one. as he jumps in right away. Both players look to be willing combatants, but the referee jumping in. So with 1:14 left to go, things getting rough here at Children's Arena. (20-13) the score, Whitby leading. And Goddard starting with the ball. Lemire to Simonelli, out to Goddard. That hits a man in front. That'll be Steelhawks ball. Boiseno. He'll slow things down as we enter the final minute of play in regulation. The last seconds tick off the Whitby penalty. Back to 5-on-5. Whitby in no rush on this possession, just trying to kill the clock. 5 to go on the shot clock as he makes a move through the legs is Darius Anderson. Campbell dishes it over to Simonelli. Sidearm shot goes off the boards, hits the back of the net, picked up by Dawson. He circles out and scores. Make that 4 goals and 5 assists for Dawson tonight. But again, too little too late as they trail the Steelhawks 20-14 with 18.8 seconds left to go. Dawson scooping up the rebound behind the net and using that reach to drop it into the open cage. Whitby picks it up off the face-off. Their bench yelling, hold it. And the final seconds will tick off the clock. And the Whitby Steelhawks will take this one over the Paris Riverwolves by a score of 20-14. They'll move to a record of 3-2 on the season. Paris drops to 2-3. Kyle Dawson ends up with 3 goals, 6 assists for Paris. Lemire, a goal and 6 assists. And then on the Whitby side, it was Tevin Pfeiffer, 3 goals, 4 assists. Dylan Goddard, 3-2. Trent Boyd, 2-3. So some big nights for some of the lads here. But it is a Whitby win. And that'll do it for us here at Children's Arena. Thanks for watching Arena Lacrosse League action.